America's literacy problem is real. 1 in 3 young adults, more than 1.2 million people, drop out of high school every single year in our country. In Dallas County, for every 10 Hispanic students who enter the 9th grade, only 4 are graduating 4 years later. Children do not automatically learn how to read. They need to be taught, and they need practice. And parents need to spend time reading with their children and engaging them in conversations so they can start school ready to learn to read. And fortunately, this is the great mission of AVANCE. AVANCE serves Dallas's lowest income neighborhoods. Through intensive training, AVANCE teaches parents how to work with their children at that very critical time in every child's life, from birth to age 3. These parents learn how to be active leaders in their children's lives. And at the same time, their children receive early instruction on language and cognitive skills. In AVANCE Dallas's program, pre-kindergarten students show dramatic improvements. Last year, their proficiency in oral language skills increased from 13% at the start of the program to 74% at the end of the program. Their proficiency in cognitive development activities, counting numbers and completing puzzles, increased from 5% at the first to 77% at the end. I recently met with mothers in the AVANCE program here in Dallas at Jack Lowe Senior Elementary School, and I saw these positive benefits firsthand. One of the mothers I met, Maria, said that AVANCE taught her a life-changing lesson, that she is the most important teacher her child will ever have. She's gained essential skills for reading with her children through AVANCE. Since joining the program this year, Maria reads to her children every night, and she said she's really enjoying getting into the dramatic character for the storytelling. She now has more than 100 hours of training, and she says that she feels newly empowered to be, and I quote, a great mother. Maria expects that all of her children will attend college. AVANCE's measured results testify to Maria's optimism. Last year, children arrived at the Dallas program with only 3% proficiency in early literacy skills, such as recognizing the letters of their own names and identifying the letters of the alphabets. By program's end, proficiency had increased to 59%. AVANCE is making a difference because it links literacy education with essential life skills. Parents in the program become active volunteers in their children's schools. They learn how to make playtime educational. They hear from regular guest speakers about other community resources. When I visited Jack Lowe and that great AVANCE program, I was especially moved by a mother named Alicia. She's a single mother whose husband had died suddenly and tragically. She saw AVANCE mentioned on television, and so she signed up. On her first day of class, she knew that a new door of hope had opened for her and her daughter. AVANCE not only provided her with skills, but it also provided her with the fellowship and friendship of other women and mothers. In a few weeks, Alicia and her daughter will graduate from the AVANCE program. Before we parted ways, she held up this little graduation cap, her child's little graduation cap, and said, "My husband is up above, but he'll be looking down on both of us, and I know he'll be so proud." When George was governor, a friend who's a teacher often said to us that reading is the new civil right. Jack Lowe Elementary reminded me of this, and it also reminded me of my own years as a teacher. When I graduated from SMU and went to work, I asked to teach at inner-city minority-serving schools. In Houston, when I taught at John F. Kennedy Elementary, I was not prepared for the poverty that I encountered. Many of the children were hungry. They'd come to school in the morning with their bellies rumbling and ravenously attack the free breakfast and lunch that we gave them. One boy was often so famished he couldn't stay awake. I wanted to help these children so badly, to reach into their lives and somehow make a difference, but it was an uphill fight. When I got ready to leave Houston and go back to graduate school at the University of Texas, I decided to take some of my favorite students to Astro World, the amusement park that's right there by the old Astrodome. I arranged with their parents when I would pick them up, and we drove that Saturday morning and picked up several eager kids. But when we came to the last house, the little boy who was supposed to go with us opened the door in his underwear. Though we could hear his mother in the back of the house, she never came to the door to give us permission to take him. And so we had no choice but to leave him there. All I could do was hug him goodbye with an extra squeeze and leave him standing there to watch us all drive off for Astro World without him. He would be in his 50s now. What happened to him? I ask myself sometimes. Is he still alive? Did he manage to escape that dilapidated house in Houston with the mother who wouldn't come to the door? Did he find another teacher who cared about him? Did he graduate from high school or even college and find a job where he was valued and where he could prove his worth? Is he standing in an airport right now, a proud father, anxiously waiting the plane that will bring his son or daughter home from Afghanistan? Or is he standing instead by the highway with a cardboard sign, or sitting by himself in a joyless, empty room, wondering how it all turned out this way? Helping children like this little boy is one of the greatest challenges of our time. Fortunately, organizations like AVANCE give kids like him and his parents lasting support and knowledge, redirecting their paths toward achievement. A child who can read is a child who can both dream about the future and make that dream come true. With the help of organizations like AVANCE, children who do not read today can still become the doctors, entrepreneurs, and teachers of tomorrow. Please take the time to think about how you can spread the word about AVANCE and mothers like Maria and Alicia and little boys like that little boy that didn't get to go to Astro World. Thank you all very, very much, and God bless your good work.